For more videos like this, please subscribe.
YouTube, Troystarz, trucking. Thanks for tuning in. Now, thanks for tuning in, like I said. Now, I just want to say this. Trucking is something that you have to prepare for, right? And the purpose of this video is to let you guys know, or let you guys understand what it takes to hear something that you don't want to hear. Why I'm saying this is because sometimes, trucking, you have to know everything about trucking. You have to know that trucking comes with ups and downs. You know what I mean? Trucking comes with the happy and the sad. You know what I mean? Trucking comes with basically everything. Trucking is just a word by itself. So, we truckers like to say, in the trucking world, a lot of people don't really know the meaning of that statement, the trucking world, because we're different, right? Now, that being said, I received a call this morning from my driver, which I guess you guys should have seen the video already, or a clip. I'm gonna show you more in this video, so don't worry, it's coming up. But anyway, I got a call from my driver this morning, and about 4 o'clock, it was like an hour away from his delivery, and cruising on the highway, the 401, going from Toronto to Montreal, taking his time going up the street. And out of nowhere, something decided to give him a surprise. But I'm going to say this. Before I show you guys the clip, I'm going to say this. Before you take a look at the video that I'm going to play, I want you guys to put yourself in the position. I want you guys to put yourself around the steering wheel. Just sit back, watch it, and be like, okay, I am driving, right? This is what I want you to say to yourself before you start watching. Say, I am driving this. Relax in where you're at, and hold the steering, and vision that it is what it is, like the night, everything, and you're driving down the street. So I'm going to show you the video and get back to it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Troystarz, trucking. Know that you guys see a little bit, and sorry for who heart is feeling the pain. I get it. I get it. But if you were, I want you to leave this in the comment section before I continue. If you were in that situation, what would you do? Just leave it in the comment. Anyway, continue. Now, I got a call from my driver at about 4 a.m. in the morning, and when he called me, his voice wasn't that, because, normally when my drivers call, they're like upright, because I answer all phone calls. Maybe not professional phone call, but I answer all my phone call by saying Rich. Normally, I would say hello, you know what I mean? Or like if someone, like if I don't know the number. But once I know you and you're calling me, I'm calling you, it gets so You know what I mean? Regular for everyone. Like if I'm calling someone as they take the phone up, Rich. Or if I'm calling someone, I'll be like, Rich. So it is not hello anymore. It's just Rich. So I don't know. You guys can also use it. When you call me, normally you'd have a different tone of voice to let me know what's up. Because normally you don't really call me because you know what he's doing. He have an understanding of the route and it just works. Sometimes I have to call him to hear if everything is good because he just he's just doing his thing. Anyway, call me this morning. It's like I hit a dare. Now, mind you, this is 4 a.m. in the morning. I wasn't sleeping because I was basically editing a video, and that video is not even finished posting because But anyway, I was editing a video, and I was in my truck, by the way, in the States, which I'm still in the States now. And sorry guys, my mind is not here still even though I'm talking. But when he said I hit a deer, I was driving, but he started to explain what happened and stuff like that. I'm like, it's okay, you hit a deer, so are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm good. It's just a truck, the coolant is running out of the truck, and you can hear the down thing in his voice, right? I'm like, listen. See, the life and the world of trucking, this is what it comes with. Out here, you have to be grateful when you're out here on the road. Sometimes you have to make sure not cutting for the topic, but someone, I remember this, and this is away from the topic, but I'm just saying it because I can remember. I remember do a video on my channel which I stated things that truckers should have in their truck or should keep in their truck, items, right? And I listed 5 things, and in the last part of it I listed the Bible, I listed prayers or something like that. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, someone leave a comment under that video and said he gave the video a thumbs down because I bring religion into it, and he is not religious. So for that case, he's gonna give the video a dislike. Why did I say that? I just say that to say this. Everyone can and will have their own opinion. Now, if someone said one thing that you don't like, why did you disregard everything else to hate or dislike that person because one thing that the person said wasn't right, but the other 10 or the other 6 was perfect? Not straight away, but this is it. When you're out here on the road, I don't know who, and I don't care who you want to give praise or you want to be thankful to or for. I don't know if you want to thank yourself. I don't know if you want to thank God like I do. I don't know if you want to thank the others, right? Because I don't really follow up. But there is someone that you have to say thank you to, because upon now, there is no one to tell me, if it wasn't a God or a creator, how we got here and hurt, right? People talking about science. I want to know if the science thing that used to just operate and create or form people, that science things just stopped working, so no one is coming from the science world anymore. And I know you guys are going to say, okay, so where's the God then? And my thing is God did something to invest in itself. You know what I mean? Like, you have cash and you want to invest it into a real estate, and that real estate bring money to you. So that's it. God create man, create woman, and the man and the woman is the investment. So they go together and they be fruitful. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I'm sticking with. But anyway, just to continue on the topic, I'm just going all around because I just want to be free for the here, you know what I mean? But anyway, but when my driver called, he was, pretty upset because he hit a deer and the radiator burst, the air charger burst, the bumper dismantled, and the power steering cooler destroyed. The deer basically just went through the truck and go wherever, and you know, even the license plate was missing. So it was a good hit. It was, you know what I mean, it was a very hard hit because it was going 105. It was on cruise, so it was just going down the street. You know what I mean? It's nothing much could have been done. Nothing much really. You know what I mean? The only thing I said to him was, you take a little bit too long to stop. You know what I mean? Because I mean, when you hit anything, it doesn't really matter. When you have nothing on these trucks, once you hit something, you have to stop. Don't continue to drive. It doesn't really, no. I know maybe the fear coming in front of it, you frightened, you don't know what to do, just continue to drive. I understand. But I mean, is that everyone experiences this type of thing. So a lot of people can say a lot more. But when you never experienced something like this before, then your conversation is gonna be different from even mine, because I hit a deer already in a company truck. So I know what it's like. And I saw what the deer did. You know what I mean? So when I saw what the deer did, the deer run out and stop. And there's no way I could go. So I tried to brake I tried to brake, right? But I still hit him. You know, but I couldn't able to drive home because the bumper brake and stuff like that, but the truck could drive. There's nothing leaking, whatever, the truck could drive. So it's all different how things happen out here. But anyway, that's not it. We are going to get the truck fixed and get it back out there. So Volvina is now in the hospital. Our front grill is destroyed, you know, so we're gonna get her up and live and back out there, you know what I mean? So this is it. I didn't plan on spending too much, so we're gonna, in this video, we're gonna make some moves, right? So first thing first, the driver was in the truck last night. He refused to go to the hotel because I'm booking the hotel for him to stay to relax until the truck get fixed, and he refused. So I'm getting home. I'm going home now. I'm gonna park my truck. I'm gonna go in my vehicle. I'm gonna drive down to where, because that's about an hour away from where I live, and drive down there just to, you know what I mean, cheer him up a bit and take him home or whatnot. Because I mean, not because I know the pressure that is going through his head. I know he's like, oh my God, I'm driving the truck, and you know, I'm causing this and I'm causing it is what it is. That's why you have insurance, you know what I mean? That's the next thing. But that's why I'm even gonna fix it myself. I'm not even gonna go through the insurance because I know what it's gonna cost, and everything's gonna go up, you know what I mean? So we have to just do what we have to do. If it's something bigger than this, then I can't do anything about it. But we're gonna do what we're gonna do. So what I plan to do, I plan to get this truck, get some off the market parts. I get some used parts to cover, because I don't want to put in brand new everything, because it's gonna cost me way too much. The used parts can work the same as the used truck, right? So I'm gonna do this the Jamaican way. And when I say Jamaican way, we use used parts, and it work for good. So we're gonna do our used parts shopping in this video. So stick around, guys. I'm going home. No, I'm gonna finish my delivery, then I'm gonna go home. After I get home, then I'm gonna get myself ready. I'm gonna leave out them. I already sourced some used parts already from like a scrapyard thingy. So I'm gonna also check out the used aftermarket parts prices, you know what I mean? And then I'm gonna also, because my vehicle that I have can't take these things, so I'm gonna go rent a van, a pickup truck or something. So I just wanna go to where the truck is at truck yard place. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna have them just do labor only. So I'm gonna source the parts, come back, give it to them, and then just get it fixed, and then we go to go. So this is my plan. So stick around, guys. You know what I mean? And like I always say, thanks for tuning in. As a boy Troystarz Trucking. Don't go anywhere. This is gonna be a nice video, and I would love to hear everything that you guys have to say down in the comment. But anyway, I just want to say to my driver, you did good. You know what I mean? Based on what I saw, and it's a good thing, you know, we always have a dash cam in the truck, and you know what I mean, I don't think you could even explain it as well as the dash cam. So I saw what I saw. I understand how you're feeling, you know what I mean, and nevertheless, this is trucking, and it is what it is. And that's why, as a truck owner or someone trying to get in a business like this, you have to prepare for stuff like these, you know what I mean. You have to make sure you're ready to handle this type of thing. So I know a lot of people will see Troystarz, you know, jumping out and say, okay, yeah, I want to go to Canada and I want to own my truck and I want to do my thing. And I want you guys to understand the responsibility that it comes with. It's not this. And if you notice, I don't do any flashy dashy thing on my channel, and I don't be like I'm buying up this and I'm throwing up this and I'm reading off a lot of cash. And no, that's not my style, and it'd never be. You know what I mean? So I'm not giving anyone the wrong impression about trucking, but I will advise you if you want to get in it, but I will tell you the truth. So stick around to my channel if this is something that you want to do or something you're looking into doing, and understand what it takes. And also, I have a very, very important video. And when I said important, you know, I never say important. I have a video coming up. Are Jamaican drivers reliable? You guys don't want to miss that video. I can tell you that right now. So stick around, subscribe if you're not already. And I talk too much. Let's finish up and continue the journey. Troystarz Trucking. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, what's happening? I was supposed to be here earlier because after I spoke to you guys yesterday, I was 2 hours away from the border to come across back into Canada. And like I told you guys, I was gonna go by the truck and, you know, do more. But anyway, I got stuck by the border with the hazmat load that I was carrying. Yeah, so that's what happened. Sometimes it's like that, you know, you get stuck at the border because custom didn't clear didn't do something right. Okay, I've just delivered, so I'm just now going to get the chance to go by the truck. So I'm gonna go get my car, then I'm gonna go where the truck is. What been happening since was my driver is like he's taking it I mean, you know, he's more concerned, you know, about, you know, he driving the truck and he meeting an accident and he feel away because he you know, he was just telling me how he feel about what happened, you know what I mean? Which I understand what he's saying clearly. Like, I understand, right? Because it's like this. For me, myself, like, if I'm driving a vehicle for someone, I treated that vehicle like it's mine, right? And if I get into an accident, it like it rests on my mind. Like, I can't stop thinking about it. You know what I mean? And it's like, accident or incident, you know what I mean? And this is me speaking by experience, because when I was a company driver working for Eason, me myself also hit a dare. I did hit a dare. The dare run out in the street, and the dare stopped and looking like he's shocked, you know what I mean? And I couldn't go left and I couldn't go right. I hold the brake, but I can't slam on the brake. You know, I'm taking something around there, so I have to, you know, use the brake as much as I can. And the deer still stood there until the truck hit him, and I tear a bumper off, one side of the bumper. I'm gonna look in my phone to see if I find any pictures and blur out the incident so that I don't scare most of you weak art or soft-hearted person, I should say. But anyway, why I touch this topic is because I totally understand where the driver is coming from, because I'm booking the hotel for him to go to the hotel and he refuses because he says he don't want to cost me more money, and he would just stay here in the truck until And I'm like, no, 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 no. You know what I mean? But anyway, we worked something out, and he get home. You know what I mean? It was like 5 hours away from his home, but finally he get there. But I touch on this topic for more than one reason. I touch on it for any other small company like myself, or small truck owner, operator, same thing, like myself, buying their truck and planning to put another driver in there. You have to be prepared. You have to be well prepared for any and everything. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna be time like this. It's not gonna be this free flowing. Everything's just gonna be good. We're just gonna start trucking, buy another truck, put driver in it, and go and make money. You know what I mean? And no, you have to be coming from scratch. Because normally when I mention scratch, and I said you have to be coming from scratch, is I'm gonna say we black people, and I'm using black people for a reason. When we come, you know what? Let me start it like this. Most visitors, or most people that migrate into a country, right? And when they come to a country, like for example Jamaica, like where I'm from, when the Chinese and other foreigners come in the country and decide to start a business, right, they get a thing called grant, or in the States they call it grants, in the US and in Canada they call it grants. But for what Jamaica is doing for new businesses that coming in, people that open hotel, people that open supermarket, whatnot, they get some, either a tax break for like 2 years, or they get something. The company, like the government, I should say, give them a period of time to get everything rolling and start flowing. Even here in Canada, and the US, whatnot, when people like foreign come in and starting a business, the government give them grants, give them even some 5 years lease on something, pay, the government take care of, and the company take care of, and then they employ workers and they continue through that stream. No, we black people, we don't get those benefits. We don't, right? We don't get those benefits. So we get like getting grant. All of this that I am doing, all of this that any other black person that you see is doing, they have to come here, work, regular work, everyone else, right? Save, put a thing aside, because it's not even easy to get loans from the bank. I'm telling you, it's not easy to get loan. Your credit have to be like this. Because most time I hear some people talk about their credit, that is not in our tone, and they get loans. I'm like, really? And my credit is, and you get, you know what I mean? And it's hard. But nevertheless, what I'm saying is, you have to fight harder. And when I say fight, not fight, but fight within strength to be where you are at, or to get to where you want to go. You know what I mean? Hard and long. You know what I mean? For everyone else, it may take couple here and everything go flow smooth. For us, it's harder, like 5 years. You know what I mean? We keep working, we keep doing it harder. Our work is double than the regular to get to where we want to go. Why did I touch on that topic? I touch on that topic because a lot of people may, see what's going on, have the impression that it is easy. It's not easy when you have regular bills to deal with and yourself, and everyone is doing trucking, right? Like not everyone is doing trucking, but what I'm saying is, all of who are in trucking know it's only certain time of level the payments is. Some company may do it better than some, or some company may do it right, but the pay is all the same when you really look at it sometimes. You know what I mean? Like I said, some company do it better. Some company really are well organized, so you get a better payout than others, right? But they're all the same, that same ballpoint. So what I'm saying other truckers can see what's going on and be like, how did he do it? You know what I mean? How that happened? How am I working and can't get to that level? Or what did he do? You know? Yes, some of us may do something a little bit different in order to have that type of money to continue or to pursue in a business or whatever. And some of us are very determined. And some of us are coming from the double, the triple working. You know what I mean? So for doing one work like this, it became easy, which is not easy, but because of the training that we had before for doing so much, this became just a 1-2. Getting to my point now. When I decided to get a different truck and put a driver in and want to grow a business and start something, I know everything is going to be a risk, right? I know it's going to be sacrifices. There are some things that I taken into consideration, right? And our stuff like, make sure when you're gonna start your business, you know what you're getting yourself into. So try to understand what you're doing before you do it. Try to copy from the bigger counterpartners or the bigger companies that know it, that is doing it, because you know, for them to survive, they have to be doing it good. So try to copy, you know what I mean? Because you know, most of us always copy, but copy the wrong thing. I'm copying other people to want to be like them, or to want to be at least somewhat comfortable, you know what I mean? So I copy. So I want to say this to myself, that I think I'm copying the right thing. I want to make sure I'm doing it right? So I copy in order to get, you know, more, you know, somewhat correct, or get it right to be where I'm at. Like I said, when I decided, said, you know what, this is the journey. I go through my obstacles. You guys already aware of this. You know, I'm gonna leave some videos down below, so make sure you guys go ahead and check them out. And if you for somewhat like this content, or you understand where I'm getting from and where I'm going, please leave me a like. You know, leave me a like on the video, and that would be grateful, you know what I mean? So I want to see that like button pressing up, you know what I mean? But anyway, let's continue. When I reach to the, you know, the journey where I want to grow, you know what I mean, and hire other drivers, and you know what I mean, grow a company so that I could help my own people and also help my surrounding to grow. Because it, you know, it's not all about, I know, yes, we need, most of all of us need help, you know what I mean, and need to get somewhat comfortable in life. So we have to help each other, right? And you also have to help your surrounding, because I mean, it doesn't really matter what you're doing. You can't do it and be selfish, you know what I mean? But I want to say so much, but you know, but I mean, you have to just do what, you know, stick to the plan, because this was always my number one thing. Stick to the plan. You know, I lost my train of thoughts. That's the reason why but I'm getting back. I'm sorry about that. You know, everything is on my mind, honestly. But yeah, you know what? I'm gonna cut this one for another day. But let's just talk about what's happening so far with the truck. You know what I mean? I don't want to, you know, too straight, because that is a topic. This is it. I got my coat back from the truck. For the truck from the mechanic shop that is at, you know what I mean, and it's there in Cornwall. That would be like an hour and 20 minutes away from where I am at the moment, and it would be 5 hours from Toronto, where the truck was coming from, right? So I got a tow truck, and the tow truck, to take the truck and the trailer, because I had a trailer on it, to take the truck and the trailer, run me $900. It was just going 2 hours away from where it happened. So it run me $900 to tow the truck and the trailer. So the truck separate from the trailer, right? Take it to the closest shop there is, because it cannot drive. All the coolant is out, right? The next thing I've done was get a quote from the shop. First, I asked the price. They're charging $112 per hour, right? And so far I got a quote, and the quote is, hopefully I can remember this by heart. The quote was the here to here, that would be the here charger cooler, need replace. The radiator need replace. The aisle cooler for the steering need replace. The AC condenser need replace. Bolts and the cross member that run across need replace, right? So bumper, of course, need replace, but I didn't order a bumper I didn't tell them to put the bumper in the billing. I was gonna buy one of those cheap off the market bumper. So I know an online store that is selling them, somewhere almost $500. It's a cheap plastic bumper. So I told him not to put the bumper in the quote, you know what I mean? So it was a rough estimate, and it's 15 hours worth of labor, and the truck is not gonna be ready until 3 to 5 days. Now, when I hear 3 to 5 days, I'm like, 3 to 5 days. So the truck is gonna down 3 to 5 days. What the driver is gonna do? You know what I mean? Or I need to get him in a different truck so that he can, because everyone needs to heat. Everyone have bills to pay, right? So I asked them, why is it gonna take 3 to 5 days? So they're like, some of the parts that they're shipping from the dealers are not gonna be here until that time, and that part is not gonna be here until that time. So I'm like, okay. So they were telling me the parts that they're not gonna have versus some that they're gonna have, right? You know what I mean? Because some of the parts, because the older truck is a 2013, some of the parts are not available, which some are. So I asked them, like, what are some of the parts that you cannot get? So I could drove to go get them, you know what I mean? And take it back, because I will just take that time out of my day and get that done. So I would drive to Toronto in my car, buy the parts from the dealer down there, because I know they have all the parts there in Brampton. So I call over the phone, and one of my drivers was actually down in Brampton at the moment. So I call over the phone, order all the parts, and leave some for them to get. So let me tell you, the smaller, I don't have the invoice, right? But I'm gonna show you the invoice at the ending of the screen, the parts that the truck need. I have a driver there in Brampton, right? So you have a load to deliver, same place in Cornwall. So I'm gonna have him pick the parts up, because I already ordered the parts over the phone from the Volvo dealer, like I said. And the other, when I ordered the parts, it actually came to $5,500, right? I didn't tell you guys what the quote was. The quote was, call it $6,000, rough estimate, because they didn't actually pull the truck down to get to the parts, right? They observe it from the outside, because I didn't want them to go ahead and pull anything before I hear a quote, because when a shop pull your truck down or whatever and they give you an estimate, sometimes that estimate is so much that you want to move your truck from there to take it somewhere else. But because they put so many hours in it already to do an estimate, for you to pay them that whatever they charge, $600, $700, whatever hours they take on it to look at the damages, for you to pay that and then put the truck up back to get it, to have a tow truck to move it to, and then all of those combined together is money spending, and nothing haven't started on the truck. So what I've done, I told them to do 1 hour to tell me what's going on the truck, because they will take like 3-4 hours. You have to tell them 1 hour, and they still take 1.5 hours, right, to look at that small it. That's, well, I call it small it, right, but it is a big one. Well, based on everything that they are gonna replace, I know if it's in Jamaica, they would just change what really need to change and use but what can use, or fix what can fix and whatnot. But here, once that thing is damaged, they're gonna change it. But anyway, when they give me the bill, it was almost $6,000 to get the truck repair without purchasing that bumper. So that bumper is a different cost on top of that. Let's call it $6,000, right? When I finished ordering all the parts, because I sent everything to the Volvo dealer in Brampton, and when they get back to me, they told me the price was $5,500. I'm like, so what was happening now? The shop that they're in Cornwall, they are getting some aftermarket parts, but the Volvo dealer is doing OEM parts, original parts. So I'm like, okay, all right, what are the what are the parts that are hiking up the price? You go ahead and he said the radiator is for $1,800. The ear to ear, I forgot the price of the ear to ear, the ear charger. I don't remember the price, but I know it's over $1,000. I think it may be $1,600 or something for that. And the AC condenser, sorry, is another. I didn't have the price to tell you guys, but like I said in the ending of this video, I'm gonna show you on the screen. So the AC condenser is a big food also. So what I've done, I just order the small parts that I think the shop would be able to get until for the 3 days that you're talking about, and have them ordering the radiator, or they call it the rad, the radiator, the hair charger, and the AC condenser, because their price was beating the Volvo price by far. They get it aftermarket, right, which is good. But I was just thinking about the timing that they're gonna take. So the truck is gonna down for 5 days, and the driver is gonna, like, be in a stay at home, and like I said, drivers are not easy to get here in Canada. So you have to make sure you have another truck to give him so that he can continue on his journey, right? Now, I basically pay for the parts over the phone for some of the parts that, like I mentioned, to the Volvo dealer. So one of the other trucks is gonna take it from there and take it to Cornwall, which is gonna deliver. So I'm gonna go to Cornwall, take the parts from him in Cornwall, and go to where the truck is in another place in Cornwall. So it's all about Cornwall. So I'm gonna get there tomorrow. So we are gonna be on that journey. I think, yeah, if you're liking the video so far, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, you know what I mean? And like I said, if you like what's going on, if you're enjoying the topic, please leave me a like. Anyway, let's continue. Tomorrow, we're gonna go in person to see everything that's going on the truck. Now, the footage that I show you guys earlier and the footage that I'm showing you now is basically, I got them from my driver. I asked him to send some videos of the truck and what is happening, right? So we're gonna go there in person to see first, and I don't know if they start working on the truck as yet, so that's why I try to get the videos before the truck go in the shop, because some shop you cannot go in there, you know what I mean? So yeah, so basically that's it. That's what's going on. So I want you guys to leave your thoughts. I know I've been all over the place with this topic because I have so many things that I want to say to you, but I just want to cut it to get to this point. But nevertheless, I'm still going to finish what I was explaining to you guys in the earlier part of the video, because I have so much thing to say, right? I wrote down a lot, and we're going to talk, right? And remember, look out for the video if Jamaican drivers are reliable, right? So look out for that video coming up. I have something that I want to say, so that's why that topic is very important. So I want you guys to look out for it. And nevertheless, stay focused. Don't make what I'm doing scare you, because your luck can be different from mine, right? But I just want to let you know, everything is not shandy dandy shandy. Everything is not nice and cookie and crisp. I try to show you guys everything that's going on. I don't skip out anything. I don't skip it out. I show you, because when I read the comment, a lot of guys said, Troy, you're so much of a inspiration person. You're motivative. I want you to be, my role model, my idol, or whatever. Yes, I will be that. But I'm gonna be it for the right reason. I'm gonna be that person. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna show you what is here to face. I'm gonna show you what to expect. So you can say to yourself, you know what, Troystarz was actually right. You know what I mean? Thank for tuning in, and like I said, I'm just gonna release this video because I was gonna put everything in one, but I just want to talk to you guys, let you know what I'm saying to you guys out. So the real video about everything, every single thing that get done on the truck and everything is gonna be in the next video, so look out for it. You know what I mean? You know, it's a boy Troystarz Trucking, and like I said, drive safe if you're a truck driver. In any other work you're doing, do it for the right thing. You know what I mean? Save some money, and stick to the future plan. Troystarz Trucking. Peace.
For more videos like this, please subscribe.